Hey, this is Carla with Discover Your Center, and I wanted to hop on today just to let you know, first of all, with our Rejuve and Reset 8-day nourishing cleanse. This is the last day, October 12th, for the early bird discount. And whether you choose that or not, I really would like to encourage you, invite you to tune into what's happening as the seasons shift. We're in autumn here, and I've talked about this a little bit before. Jessica and I have had some calls. You can find them on discoveryourcenter.com/rejuve. But we have been exploring these energies for several years ourselves, and have noticed that when we take a little time in the fall season to bring in some nourishing practices that are intended to balance the energies going on outside. So when we're starting to feel out of sync in between transitions, it's usually because we are out of sync. And from an Ayurvedic perspective, which is a sister science to yoga, ancient wisdom, that we are nature, nature is us. And out here we have earth, fire, water, air, space, right? And what's happening now, like if you look outside your window right now, you're going to notice, or you step outside, the trees are changing colors. It depends on where you are, right? But you can usually notice some of these qualities in just about most locations that are transitioning to autumn, because you'll see it in the soil, you'll see it in the air, you'll see it in the trees and places around you. Like the leaves are changing colors, they're turning all these vibrant colors: yellow, orange, red, brown. They start drying up because there is the force of movement coming in. You can see it's blowing the wind. And it's more of those elements of air and space. And if we don't notice that and take time to look at, oh my goodness, things are changing around us, and notice like, how is nature trying to nurture me right now? Because if you look at the farmer's market or your garden, those things that are coming and growing up, they want to nourish you right now. You'll see a lot more root vegetables, and those root vegetables want to help you feel rooted if the excess wind is making you feel scattered or uprooted, or ungrounded or overwhelmed. And boy, I think, I'll speak for me, there's been so much going on in this year that long before the seasonal winds of uprooting and change came along, chances are most of us were feeling a little overwhelmed and uprooted, because it's been a very uprooting time. And we know that we're facing more days, weeks, months, longer of uncertainty. And the truth is, life is always uncertain. But living in this pandemic and political climate and so many other things right now, where systems and structures are just really being exposed, that we may feel that even more. Most likely, we feel that more. So we can use nature to be a beautiful tool and partner to help us feel more grounded, to help us feel nourished and nurtured, by taking some simple practices and meeting these energies out here to balance these energies in here. Okay? So Jessica, Michael, and I, my good friend and colleague, we have decided to offer this 8-day at-home retreat, which is a rejuvenating cleanse called Rejuve and Reset, where we're inviting everyone. And it's so fun because we have a growing group of women joining this group already, and there is power in community when we do things together. I've seen it again and again in working one-on-one with people and working in groups. When you know you're not alone and you're looking to make change, or you're looking to just nourish you, being in community can be so powerful and supportive. And that is our intention. So these 8 days, if you hear cleanse and you think rigid detox, please let that go. The sense of cleanse is really where we get to let go of the things that are that may be in the way of being ourselves, right? And cleanse from an Ayurvedic perspective is very rejuvenating, and it actually is simplifying. Like we will provide ways that you can simplify some things in your life, and one is food. If you choose, it's not. Everything is your choice always, but in this we'll offer 1 to 3 days if you want to look at what food you're putting in the body, food and beverages that you're putting in the body to help just make it easier for the digestive system and cleanse things out. The bigger picture here is also these, just taking the time for intention and attention and some deeply nourishing self-care practices for the season can help you really get in your own body. And it's not just digesting the food easier, it's noticing the thoughts and emotions that are kind of in the driver's seat and what that is and helping digest those. It is the emotions, it is the life experiences, and this is not just a one and done and we move on. Usually what happens in this is you leave a cleanse, you leave an intentional time knowing what is going to serve you more. So you make some tiny changes that then stick with you. And there are some that we do just for the 8 days that feel just so wonderful, and then we come back to them, right? But it's your choice. And if you get that this could contribute to you in some way in setting yourself up for what's to come, or even the now, we invite you to join us. You can find the information and link at discoveryourcenter.com/rejuve. Today, October 12th, is the last day for the early bird discount. And if you bring a friend, you get an extra 10 off, because it's always more fun with someone else. But we will also hold that container and support you in that. Jessica and I will also be taking this time for ourselves in intention. While we facilitate you, we like to also not just like to do what we say. So that is what we'll be doing. And yeah, especially if you are caring for anyone else, maybe pause and ask, is this something that would contribute to you and all the people and the bodies that you may be caring for around you, in your family, in your community, and on this planet? Because it's time to take deep care for ourselves from a place of compassion and love, so that we can authentically offer that to others around us. So if you want to join us, discoveryourcenter.com/rejuve, and go out into the world today. Maybe spend just a few breaths or a few moments stepping outside. Notice the wind on your skin, notice the sun on your face, notice your feet on the ground, and just receive from it. Thanks so much. Hope to see you.